Do you have a favorite pass that Lonzo's thrown you yet?
Favorite pass? I don't think so yet, but I think there'll definitely be a lot of passes that I like from him. He throws tons of passes. I mean, he's always looking to be the pass first guy. Like I've said before, he always sees things happening before they happen. So
Your dad was saying he can hit you with it so that it's in a good spot to shoot. Have you noticed that?
yeah, that's a huge thing, and it's something that a normal person in the crowd you wouldn't really notice. It's about getting the ball to shooters in their shooting pocket. If you can get it, especially to a guy like me who tries to get their shot off really quick, I pride myself on having a very quick release. So if he can get it right in my shooting pocket every time, it helps me as a shooter. You don't have to move it around, and it really helps you with your accuracy as a shooter. So that's something that he does really, really well.
As a guy that's played point guard, what do you think about some of the full court type passes Lonzo throws where there's some risk there, the risk reward of those?
Yeah, it's not something that I've ever done because I don't know if I have that in my arsenal like he does. But there's been times in practice where we always have our four-man take it out, but if he sees somebody running, he'll just right out of the net take it out and underhand full court, and it's right in the breadbasket. So it's a special thing that he does, and it's something that you really can't teach.
Is the mood around this team different than previous years? I mean, is there maybe an optimism that wasn't there, or hope that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you're preseason in the polls, being 16, 20, whatever we've been, it's hard to ignore that. You don't want to look too much into the rankings and stuff like that because at the end of the day, you got to go win basketball games. But anytime you have something like that to look forward to, that's always nice. And then personally, just being a senior, this is my last go around, and very optimistic about the talent that we have and how close we've become over the offseason.
You guys were picked third, or to finish third in the Pac-12. Does that fuel you guys, just knowing that you guys are, maybe not regarded as the favorite heading into the season?
Yeah, when you're at a place like UCLA, you feel like you should always be the favorite, and that's something that we pride ourselves on. We pride ourselves with the four letters we wear, and I've been here for 4 years, and I haven't won a Pac-12 tournament yet, or Pac-12 championship yet. So it's something that I personally really want to have for my career, and I think it's something that this team can really go after this year. I think it's something that this whole team and everybody on the team is really looking forward to try to do.
You mentioned this being your last go-around. What are the last final days heading into a season like for a player?
It's fun. It's something that you can't really prepare for, and you don't really think about. Just trying to treat it like any other year, just the season opener. But when you think about it, you just try to cherish it. You don't have this is my last season opener on Friday, and then after that, you'll be counting down the home games you have left and the college games you have left. So just really trying to cherish it with my teammates, with my family, and everybody else.
Where would you say the defensive buy-in is right now with you guys?
I think it's improving a lot. I think obviously we're very confident in what we can do on the other end of the floor. We have a ton of guys that can score the basketball and share the basketball, and we're just starting to figure out what we have to do to be not a good team but a great team. That's been our thing, is we're going to be a good team regardless of everything, but to be a great team we gotta work on the defensive end. We gotta buy in to what the coaches have been preaching to us, and I think we've shown strides from the trip to Australia to the exhibition game to the scrimmage that we had. We've really started to improve, and just watching tape you can see that we're in the right spots a lot more.
How are you guys feeling just a couple of days away from the season starting?
I'm excited, obviously. We get to finally play him, have it count, so it's very exciting.
What do you kind of see as what you guys need to do to have the season?
I feel like we have to really buy in on defense. That's the main thing. I think we would score with a lot of people this year. We have a lot of scorers on our team, so it's mostly defense that we got to focus on.
How do you see your role kind of changing from last year, if at all?
I don't really see it changing much. I mean, I'm coming off the bench now, but I still have to do what I have to do. Same thing as last year. I have to score, pass the ball, and play defense, so it's pretty much the same.
Coach was talking about the depth and the rotation, obviously being a plus now, having more bodies, more guys. How is that going to help you specifically?
I mean, in practice it would help a lot, just having more guys to go up against. Because last year we didn't really have many people to go up against. We went against the second squad, so just having more people to go up against, and obviously rest. So when they need rest, I'm out there. When I need rest, they're out there. So it obviously keeps up the tempo as well.
There's been a A lot of talk about Lonzo, obviously, and the way he can pass the ball. Does he have a favorite pass of yours?
Not necessarily.
Mhm.
You know, just get into my hands and I shoot it. So that's what I like. But yeah, that's for the most part.
Is he good at putting it in like a good spot for shooters?
Oh, definitely. You know, he puts it right in the shooter's pocket. You know, it's easy for me just to get it and then catch and shoot. So, you know, it's much comfortable that way.
Is that something that just comes naturally to him, or is that something that you can work on?
No, I'm assuming. I mean, it's a little bit of both. You know, I'm sure probably prior his brothers, you know, just passing right on the money, and it becomes a habit. You know, when you practice good habits, you know, good results happen. So,
Right.
you know, I think that's just a skill that he just has, just from just doing it, just probably in the backyard, you know, with his brothers. So
You have some brothers too, so you probably tried
definitely
it as well.
same way, you know. But yeah.
You mentioned a chip on your shoulder. You guys are picked to finish third in the Pac-12. What's kind of your take on that heading into the season?
I just base everything off of last year, and what we experienced, and just coming out, just continue to get better. Never be content with you know what others say or you know the praise we get. Just continue to get better, and you know, like I said, you know, play hard, and, you know, win most importantly.